Multiple times here at the Back 40, we've talked about the negative impacts on the current economic environment around the world on American agriculture. It's not good, and ag economists show that as many as 15% of row crop farmers could go bankrupt at the end of the year if current prices stay where they are, well below break even. Today, I don't have much hope to offer you. I want to show you some things in Project 2025. You know, the plan that everybody on the president's side said wasn't going to happen, and now we know over 63% of it has been implemented. Let me show you what that same plan says about agriculture. This is page 291, and on page 291, the person that wrote this section in the Heritage Foundation Project 2025 makes fun of the Biden administration for saying that the administration has embarked on a historic journey, transforming the food system as we know it from farm to fork and at every stage along the supply chain. And Project 2025 says the federal government doesn't need to transform the food system or develop a national plan to intervene across the supply chain. Instead, it should respect American farmers, truckers, and everyone who makes the food supply chain so resilient and successful. We'll never let something like a promise stand in the way of breaking their word. What did this new administration do? They tinkered with the supply chain. At first, they did it through tariffs, where they caused the Chinese to move over 30% of their row crop purchases that they were making from American farmers to Brazil and other places. The second thing they did is they caused the Chinese to quit buying almost $2 billion in American beef. They buy that from Australia now. And finally, they've put another tariff on Brazil, reducing the amount of boxed beef coming into this country and driving up the prices of ground beef at the grocery store. Now, that may sound good for American ranchers, but the truth is, if beef gets too high at the grocery store, what do historical studies show happen? American consumers quit buying it. And when that turn takes place, and most of the data shows that it's starting to happen now, beef prices on the hoof are going to drop. There's no way around it. And don't even get me started on what they're doing in the trucking industry. Language requirements that are driving down the number of truckers that are available to carry agricultural loads in this country. And one other thing, this administration is doing nothing to plan for AI, self-driving trucks that are going to drive hundreds of thousands of truckers out of a job over the next 5 years. And for all of you row crop farmers out there that think that subsidies are going to bail you out at the end of the year, I'd say right now, at best, it's just a roll of the dice, because on page 295, this is where the Trump administration, through the Heritage Foundation, says what it thinks about reforming farm subsidies, and it's not good for you. It's right here in black and white on page 296 of Project 2025. Now, right below where they say they want to repeal the federal sugar program, they clearly state they want to repeal the ARC and PLC programs. And on page 297, they say they want to reduce the premium subsidy rate for crop insurance. Think about what it's going to mean for you if the federal government abolishes crop insurance or comes back and says they're no longer going to subsidize part of that crop insurance for you as a farmer. If you believe the Purdue studies, and corn is at a break even of about $4.20 and pricing right now at about $3.85, that's going to leave a big gap for you at the end of the year. And let's face it, as farmers, everything's been taken out of our control for the most part. We can't control the price of inputs. We can't control what happens with the weather. We can't control, to a great extent, the price that we sell crops at. That's not a good environment. And it's the certainty of crop insurance and the certainty of those subsidies that have benefited row crop farmers in the past. But this administration, in the guise of Project 2025, very clearly, as you can see in black and white, wants to take all of that away. And beginning on page 299, page after page of reforming and eliminating the food programs in this country that equal dollars in farmers' pockets. The programs where we buy food directly from American agriculture and American producers in order to feed the people that need it in this country. So I'm going to tell you once again what I've been telling you all along, and you've got to take politics out of the equation. This isn't about Democrat, Republican, and Independent. It's about good agricultural policy. It's about good rural economic policy. And we're not getting that right now from this administration. And the fact is, when I go out and do my talks, there are a lot of you that walk up to me when everybody else has left the room and tell me I made a mistake voting for this guy. You need to speak up now. Don't say it behind closed doors and when everybody else has got home. Start talking about it in front of your friends and family. Let's work together, regardless of our political ideology, to try to get good ag policy and rural economic policy in place as soon as we can. If we wait too long, the ramifications could be very, very bad for small and medium-sized American farmers and ranchers. Have a great day, everybody.